Dr. Boyce Watkins from yourblackworld.com, and I got up this morning and I was thinking about something that hit me yesterday. I saw that there was an article out about Michelle Obama appearing on the Dr. Oz show, and on the show, Michelle Obama did what she does on a lot of shows, which is to dance, and she was teaching Dr. Oz how to Dougie, right? How to do the Dougie dance, right? And and people that follow anything that I write, they know that I kind of find it a little bit interesting that it just so happens that the first black president and the first black first lady do a lot more singing and dancing than pretty much any presidential duo in history. Now, of course, it's because they can sing and they can dance pretty well, but I don't think you can disconnect that from the fact that for 400 years, black people have effectively made white people comfortable by singing and dancing for them. And I remember President Obama saying in one of his books that he learned a long time ago the importance of making white people feel comfortable. And so I just think it's kind of interesting that they end up doing all that dancing. But it's fine. I don't dance, but if President Obama wants to dance or sing, or Michelle, it's fine with me too. I respect Michelle Obama a lot. The other thought that came to mind was I thought about this whole idea of introducing black culture to somebody like a Dr. Oz by teaching them how to Dougie. And now I'm a big fan of hip hop. I think that hip hop is certainly a big part of black culture. I don't think that commercialized hip hop is a representative factor or a representative component of black culture, because commercialized hip hop for the most part is funded by big corporations, and big corporations are run by white people. So effectively what they do is they amplify the voices that fit their capitalist objectives. And so effectively, if you listen to a lot of hip hop music, you hear a pretty simple formula. The formula is what I call the blueprint for black male self-destruction, and that starts with encouraging other men to have sex with as many women as possible, men encouraging other men to kill each other, and to be happy about it, to almost brag about it, to celebrate black male genocide, even though handgun violence is the leading cause of death for African American males in America. Most black men are murdered at the hands of another black man. What are some other things? Marijuana consumption. I mean, there are literally songs that literally promote smoking weed like it's something you have to do as a black man. Now, I'm not knocking people who smoke, but at the same time, I don't think there's a disconnect between what's promoted in the music and the fact that so many black men smoke weed now. Now pretty much everybody smokes weed, it seems like. Not everybody, but my daughter was saying, well, it seems like everybody kind of smokes. And I'm like, no, that's not true, sweetie. It's not supposed to be like that. So anyway, you can kind of go down the list, right? And obviously disrespecting women is kind of a consistent part of the music as well, or part of the culture. And so anyway, I was, as a fan of hip hop, as somebody who's heard the good and the bad, I was thinking to myself, I said, wow, Michelle Obama is really going around and she's teaching everybody how to Dougie. And has she really listened to the lyrics of this song? Does she really know what this song says? Does she know that the song starts off by saying something about teach me how to Dougie? Because you know why? Because all the bitches love me. And then he goes on and says something like, I want you to back it up and dump it. So basically saying to women like stripper talk, right? Like bitch, back it up and dump it. And then you keep going down the song, and he talks about, yeah, I told the bitch to give me head and blah 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 because I'm a star. He throws in the standard pieces of black male self-destruction, which include, I think he mentions that he blows trees, which means smokes weed. He gets money. Rappers pretend like they got money, even though most of them go broke. He talks about how all the niggas want to kill me because I'm a star and all the bitches love me. So the chorus of the song is, teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. And then it goes down. It's like, because all the bitches love me. All the bitches love me. And so anyway, I'm sitting there thinking about this, and I'm like, man, this is so interesting that even at the highest level, you have one of the most respected black women in all of history teaching a white man to dance to a song that is about as deliberately degrading toward black women as you can possibly imagine. And it's ironic to me too. What really freaked me out was when I mentioned this. I mentioned this on my Facebook page. We have a lot of crazy conversations on my Facebook page. It gets kind of heated up in that mug. And I mentioned this, and the first negative reaction I received was not from a man. It was from a woman. A woman came up and basically said, lighten up. Lighten up, Dr. Watkins. You're too serious. You're taking this too serious. And And it tripped me out. I said, man, this is amazing that it's surreal. It's 2012 and I'm explaining to a woman why this music is disrespectful to her, why she should not want to be referred to as a bitch and a hoe. Now, what's interesting to me, here's the other interesting part that really freaks me out. This is where, where I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But some people, I've literally heard women say, well, when he says bitches and hoes, he's not talking about me. He's talking about women who act in a certain way. And I'm like, okay, you do understand that when a man walks in a room and he says, where the bitches at? Where the hoes at? He's not saying, oh, well, the bitches are over here, but the ladies are over there. No, anybody with a vagina is a hoe. Everybody with female genitalia is a bitch. In his mind, there is no distinction. There is no sort of slicing up the crowds with the women that you respect and the women that you disrespect. If there are a bunch of women in the room from Spelman and a bunch of women in the room from Clark, he's not, and he says where the bitches at, he's not distinguishing between the two. And he has a group of AKAs in the room and a group of strippers in the room, and he says where the bitches at. If you ask him, where are the bitches located? He's going to point to all of y'all. That's the part that really trips me out. So, again, I'm not sitting here in any way, condemning Michelle Obama for what she's doing. I'm not saying that if you listen to the music that you're an idiot. I'm just saying that maybe we got to think about this. That maybe it's not so healthy that we got to the point where black degradation and self-destruction has become par for the course. And just as a kind of point of reality clarity here that we can all that can sober us up a little bit, let's think about this. That song, Teach Me How to Dougie, that Michelle Obama's dancing to, where he's saying all the bitches love me and talking about all the niggas want to kill me and all this other stuff, and talking about it like it's fun, like it's all a party. Oh, niggas killing niggas, that's funny now. One of the guys who made that song in that group, Cali Swag District, was murdered in a drive-by shooting last year. And you cannot disconnect that from the fact that in Michelle Obama's hometown of Chicago, there has been a dramatic spike in teen violence. Much of this directly linked to the growth in this nasty-ass commercialized hip-hop culture that is encouraging black men to shoot each other. Anybody who follows hip-hop knows about a case that just happened last week where a rapper, Lil JoJo, out of Chicago, did a video where he's dissing another rapper by the name of Chief Keef. Chief Keef is backed by Interscope Records. His YouTube videos have millions and millions of views. JoJo made a diss song toward Chief Keef. In the video, again, following along the tradition of hip-hop culture now, what we've really got to where we're validating, even the First Lady validates this culture, with songs like Teach Me How to Dougie and Dancing to and all that. And again, not hating on Michelle Obama, but this is the fact here. Lil JoJo does a video, the diss video toward Chief Keef. In the video, every teenage boy in this video has an AK-47 or a handgun or, a Tech 9, whatever the hell. And a week later, Lil JoJo is murdered. And to add insult to injury, Chief Keef, the rival rapper, backed by Interscope Records, is on Twitter bragging about how that little nigga shouldn't have been talking shit and that's why he got killed. Other teenagers on Twitter are saying stuff like, rest in piss, nigga, and I hope his mother holds off on burying the body because he's got a twin brother and we're going to murder him too. So she can bury her kids together, basically. That's what they're saying. So when you look around and you see the depth at which this toxic mentality has dug into our kids, the last thing we really probably need to do as adults is to validate that. We can't validate black on black homicide, women being called bitches and hoes, or all this other stuff that is destroying our kids. So when next time Michelle Obama teaches somebody how to Dougie, we need to understand that we are teaching our kids a lot of stuff, and it's a lot more dangerous than a simple dance. That's all I got to say. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from YourBlackWorld.com. Thank you for checking us out, and thank you for supporting us. And until we meet again, please stay strong, be blessed, and be educated. I'm gone. Peace.